Now, before I move on to stage two, that actually wraps up stage one. Would it be all right if I shared a few points from my background and also my top two goals for this year?
Sure.
Great. So, folks always used to ask me, is this legit? How long have you been doing this? When did you start? And so I created some slides to walk everybody through my story and the journey that I've been on. So, like most people, I started with Cutco when I was a student. I was finishing up high school at Stowe, which is about 20 minutes north of Akron. And a buddy of mine, we were looking for summer jobs, and he said, "Hey, you should try this." And I was like, "All right." And so when you finish up training, like your son, they say, call your parents and all of their friends and family. And my parents are actually from Kenya, and so their friends and family were pretty far. And and so luckily I had some nice neighbors that were open to seeing me, and they referred me to, more friends and family of theirs and neighbors, and I ended up doing I think about 80 appointments that first summer, and I
Wow.
learned a lot about business and gained a lot of communication skills. So I decided to do it again all the summers throughout my undergrad. By the time that I
Really?
finished, I had done, I would say, just under 1,000 appointments, and I'd earned a lot of the business from those customers. And luckily, I was able to use some of the commissions that I earned, which I'm grateful to have earned, to help pay for a vehicle that I still drive today. And I also was able to help pay for my undergrad degree, which I'm really grateful to have graduated debt free from Wright State University in Dayton, Ohio, in 2017. Go Raiders! And so
Really
when
impressive.
thank you, when I finished up my undergrad, I had to decide what my career was going to be. When I was fielding companies and looking at my options, I noticed that I already had about, 500 or 600 Cutco customers that were calling me back to order Cutco for gifts and to add to their collections on a regular basis. And I really wanted to help provide them with the sharpening services that I knew that they would need and serve them at the highest level possible, as opposed to most Cutco reps that kind of just disappear. And so I set out a goal that year to sharpen everybody's knives. And I also participated full time on what they consider to be called the Fair and Show team, where I worked a lot of festivals and county fairs. And I think I did about 40 to 50 different events that year, and another few hundred appointments. And I'm grateful to have earned the number one sales rep in the country that year, and also a trip to Iceland on the company as well. So that was a
Wow.
phenomenal experience. But every single year since then, I've had a really big goal for myself to continue my growth personally and professionally. And so this year, and this year, my big goal is actually getting my first house by the end of the year. Now, I've
Oh,
been saving up for this since I graduated, and in order to hit my savings goal, I need to write up 750 sale orders from now through December. Now, since all the big fairs and shows that I would normally do have been canceled, I know it's not going to be easy, but I am really committed because I want to set an example for my younger siblings on kind of what like hard work, is, and what it's like to work hard for a goal, even when the circumstances have changed, not in your favor. And so, my big why this year is earning the independence that I've been working towards, and I am committed to working hard to get there. And I know that if I keep doing appointments on a regular basis, then the numbers will work themselves out. And so the second big goal that I have is that every customer I sit down with, yourself included, feels entertained, feels served, and feels like they learned something, to where they're confident and comfortable spreading the word to your friends and family that might benefit from this pickup service, and also online, so that we can continue to work hard towards these goals. And so thank you so much for listening. What would be one or two goals that you might have, whether it's for you, each other, your family as a whole, for this year?
you know what? Just trying to stay healthy and positive.
Hmm. Hmm.
To
We,
I
get
love that one.
to get my wife to get a will.
Yes.
I'm
Planning
working on
ahead.
it.
I've been after that for 33 years.
She's positive, right? She's
That's
wanting
right.
to,
I'm
yeah,
going I'm going to be around a while longer.
absolutely. I love that. Good luck on that, Bob.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
I understand.
that's so funny. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I'm just grabbing some water here. Throat gets
Hey,
dry after.
another QT, our daughter-in-law graduated from Stowe,
Oh,
and
really?
her father was the superintendent of
Of the school
the
system
school
now.
system there in Stowe.
Yeah. What was his name?
The last name is Vandenbalk. He's been
Mm,
retired though for about, I want to say 7, 8 years, maybe longer.
Sure, sure. So
It's
he was
very
probably
interesting.
superintendent as we were going through the system, but probably not old enough for me to know who the superintendent was, or
Exactly.
care. But that's
Yeah,
cool.
right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That's awesome. Sweet.
And now they all live in Columbus. Everybody moved down
Yeah.
south to the
How old is your
mystical.
daughter-in-law?
She's, I think, 37.
Okay, yeah. She would have graduated long before I was there. So,
Exactly.
yes. But great kids, small world for sure.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing those goals. Those are fun. So this here is a picture of your Cutco Dream Kitchen, Bob and Sue. And this is what most of my clients work toward. My happiest clients have a goal for themselves and their closest friends and family to own a complete set of Cutco knives, cookware, flatware, and accessories.